Good morning and thank you for being with us. Broadcasting from Chiapas, Mexico, I'm Ana Acevedo. Welcome back to ContraPeso Noticias. It's 9:30 a.m. Mexican time, and today let's start with state and local news. The governor of the state of Chiapas, Eduardo Ramírez Aguilar, emphasized that the women's agenda has been a priority for the Nueva Era administration. With this framework, he announced the strengthening of action aimed at reducing rates of violence against women. Stressing and security is a responsibility to be collectively across society. During an event at the Faculty of Humanities, the governor delivered benefits from the Mujer Segura program to students at the institution, with the goal of ensuring they can move through the streets in peace and safety. Ramirez Aguilar emphasized that the society grows through diverse thinking and the responsibility of fulfill duty, which is why his administration maintained its commitment to supporting women in Chiapas in the defense of their rights. The governor reiterated that his administration played work is guaranteeing conditions to calm confidence of women, recognizing that their active participation is essential to the state's development. To this action, Nueva Era reaffirmed his commitment to building a safer and more inclusive Chiapas. Continue with more state development. The governor of the state of Chiapas, Eduardo Ramírez Aguilar, led the commemorative ceremony of Flag Day, during which secondary and high school honor guards from various regions of the state received official flag presentation. During the event, the governor emphasized that the national flag is not only a symbol, but also represents history, identity, and commitment to Mexico. He noted that each honor guard reflects discipline, respect, and love for the nation, and what carrying the national banner implies a responsibility to honor the country's history and contribute to building a better future. Ramirez Aguilar highlighted that educational grounding in civic value strengthens the awareness for those who will guide the future of the state and the nation. In this sense, he reiterated that his government Nueva Era also represents identity, memory, and commitment to Mexico, strengthening the importance of keeping alive the principles that unite the nation. With this event, the state government reaffirmed its purpose of promoting respect for national symbols and encouraging the formation of citizen commitment to legality, unity, and the development of the Chiapas and the entire country. The Fiscalía General del Estado de Chiapas reported that the formal charges were filed against Eliseo, identified as the alleged perpetrator of child sexual abuse for incident that occurred in September 2023 in the Los Olvidados neighborhood of the municipality of Palenque. During the continuation of the initial hearing of charges and formal proceedings, the control judge of Catasaja ordered that the suspect be formally charged and impose mandatory parental detention as a precautionary measure. Authorities also granted a period of 1 month for the complementary investigation in order to guarantee additional evidence to strengthen the case. The prosecutor's office stated that these actions are part of its commitment to safeguarding the human rights of children and adolescents, ensuring that every complaint is handled with rigor and transparency. The institution reiterated its zero impunity policy toward any criminal conduct, especially offenses that threaten the integrity of minors. To this process, reaffirmed the determination to clarify the report facts and bring those responsible before justice, ensuring that the protection of children in Chiapas remains a priority in the exercise of this duty. Coming up next, more regional information. This Tuesday, the Commission Estatal of Water and Sanitation, known as SEA, through the Director of Integrated Watershed Management and Water Culture, Fernando Hernández López, conducted a site visit in the San Sebastian neighborhood in the municipality of Simojovel. During the visit, Hernández López was accompanied by municipal authorities from the Simojovel City Council, representatives of the San Sebastian neighborhood, and members of the government delegation. The purpose was to verify the areas where hydraulic infrastructure construction is being planned in order to improve water access in the region. This action seeks to generate an agreement among the parties involved to improve water services efficiency both in the San Sebastian neighborhood and in the municipal capital. The goal is to strengthen the quality of supply and ensure that families in the municipality have access to a more reliable and sustainable service. Thus, reviewing that projects of this type are part of a comprehensive strategy to address the needs of the community across Chiapas, ensuring that water resources are managed responsibly and equitably. Through this measure, progress continues toward consolidating the public services that contribute to the well-being and development of the population. And now, Chiapas Senator Luis Armando Belgar stated that the national flag is a symbol of commitment, order, and peace, as well as a sort of pride for Mexicans. In this remark, he emphasized the importance of recognizing the armed forces for their loyalty and encouraging defending the country. Melgar also expressed recognition for Omar Garcia Habsburg for the firm show in the national security strategy, highlighting his role in strengthening action aimed at guaranteeing public safety. He also pointed to the importance of historic coordination between the United States and Mexico on security matters, emphasizing joint work in the United States Assembly in Mexico, the State Department's Undersecretary, and Mexico's Secretary of National Defense. Chiapas lawmaker stressed that security is built through commitment and cooperation, and that unity among national and international institutions is essential to restoring peace in the country. With this statement, he reaffirmed his support for action that strengthen the protection of Mexican family and reinforce national sovereignty. Federal Deputy for Yucatan Jessica Seden Quiroz, President of the Citizen Security Commission, participated Tuesday in the ordinary meeting of the Defense Commission, where she reiterated her recognition for President Claudia Sheinbaum and Mexico's security cabinet. During her remarks, the legislator stated that the security strategy is advancing, highlighting the importance of institutional coordination to guarantee peace for Mexican families. She noted that joint work between Legislative Commission and agencies responsible for national security is essential to consolidate effective action and the prevention and fight against violence. Seden Quiroz emphasized that support for authorities' response for security reflects Congress' commitment to building a safer and more orderly country. She also highlighted that the active participation of lawmakers in these firms strengthens public trust and contributes to consistent oversight of public policies in this area. With this statement, the Congresswoman reaffirmed her support for the national strategy and for the work of those who strive daily for peace and security in Mexico. And now, continuing with more news from the peninsula. Yucatan Senador Jorge Carlos Ramírez Marín reported Tuesday legislative session in the Senate of the Republic concluded with the commemoration of Flag Day, a symbol of unity of all Mexicans. During the ceremony, the lawmaker highlighted the importance of this national emblem as a representation of identity and cohesion, emphasizing that this mission transcends generation and strengthens citizens' sense of belonging. Ramírez Marín also shared with the members of the media the Senate's willingness to maintain ongoing dialogue, stressing that his practice is essential to build the agreement the country needs. He noted that openness and collaboration among different political forces are crucial to advancing the consolidation of a more just and orderly Mexico. With this statement, the Senator reaffirmed the commitment to work from the upper chamber in favor of national unity and to promote consequences that respond to the needs of the population. Commemoration of Flag Day should become a space that trains civic value and renew the collective will to build a shared future. And with more national news, by unanimous decision, Mexico's Supreme Court of Justice revoked the final injustice that had protected former Tamaulipas governor Francisco Garcia Cabeza de Vaca from an arrest warrant issued against him on charges of organized crime. The 5 female justices and 4 male justices voted in favor of the ruling, allowing the Fiscalía of the Republic to carry out the arrest order against the National Action Coalition, who has been living in exile in the United States since September 2022. This opened an investigation in 2021 for large organized crime, operation involving illicit funds, and tax fraud. Cabeza de Vaca sought protection under constitutional immunity and obtained temporary suspension, but after his term in office ended, a new arrest warrant was issued. Some district court also denying justice required by relative and close associate. During the February 24 session, justice agreed to revoke the injustice, and through them point out deficiencies in the proposal presented by Justice Lenia Batres. Justice Yasmin Esquivel warned that the proposal effectively represents the role of the supervising judge, Both Justice Giovanni Figueroa and Loreto Ortiz highlight shortcomings in the legal analysis. Ultimately, all members vote in favor, issuing the concurring option. Following the ruling, Cabeza de Vaca accused the government of manipulating his case and claimed all the sentence had become a tool of political persecution. He argued that the actions against him are linked to complaints he filed regarding collusion network and field tax trafficking scheme, and he stated that he will continue his legal defense from the United States, including appeal before international bodies. And we will continue with more international developments after the break. Stay with us.
El Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines abre sus inscripciones para que estudies con nosotros, desde maternal, preescolar, primaria, secundaria y preparatoria, para que les des el futuro que merecen, ya que en el Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines formamos a tus hijos con educación de calidad, valores y acompañamiento integral. Inscríbelos y obtén el 15% de descuento en inscripción, válido del 1 al 28 de febrero. Invierte en su educación, invierte en su futuro. Agenda tu cita al 961 29 968 37 y al 961 26 993 61.
Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines, formando valores para toda la vida. Los muebles que tú necesitas para escuelas, oficinas, laboratorios y comercios los encuentras en Giré Muebles. El mejor precio, servicio y calidad es nuestro distintivo. Cotice hoy mismo al 961-2127-068, por WhatsApp al 961-279-4168.
En este noticiero que sabe escuchar, desde la sierra llega el clamor. Se alza la noticia como un tambor. Montañas y ríos saben murmurar que lo importante aquí viene a informar.
Ya conoces al Teletón. Tal vez has visitado alguno de nuestros 27 centros. O conoces a alguien a quien le cambió la vida con sus terapias. Quizás conozcas el Hospital Infantil Teletón de Oncología. O alguna familia que encontró esperanza en este lugar. Nos conoces en cada espacio que ha cambiado para ser más accesible para todos. Contigo hemos logrado cambiar historias, deportes e incluso la manera en la que hablamos. Nos conoces porque juntos lo hemos cambiado todo. Y prepárate, porque todavía hay mucho más por cambiar.
¿Por qué conformarte con menos cuando puedes tenerlo todo? Deja de buscar. Torre Caribe es la mezcla perfecta de ubicación estratégica y hospitalidad de clase mundial. Quédate en el corazón de Cancún, disfruta de la cercanía a las mejores plazas, playas y vive la experiencia que solo un experto en Airbnb puede darte. Somos súper anfitriones porque amamos lo que hacemos y tú vas a amar quedarte con nosotros. Por eso aprovecha nuestros días increíbles de superprecios. ¿Qué esperas? Ubicación increíble, espacio genial, experiencia inolvidable. Torre Caribe es tu pase VIP al paraíso.
El Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines abre sus inscripciones para que estudies con nosotros, desde maternal, preescolar, primaria, secundaria y preparatoria, para que les des el futuro que merecen, ya que en el Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines formamos a tus hijos con educación de calidad, valores y acompañamiento integral. Inscríbelos y obtén el 15% de descuento en inscripción, válido del 1 al 28 de febrero. Invierte en su educación, invierte en su futuro. Agenda tu cita al 961 29 968 37 y al 961 26 993 61.
Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines, formando valores para toda la vida. Los muebles que tú necesitas para escuelas, oficinas, laboratorios y comercios los encuentras en Giré Muebles. El mejor precio, servicio y calidad es nuestro distintivo. Cotice hoy mismo al 961-2127-068, por WhatsApp al 961-279-4168.
En este noticiero que sabe escuchar, desde la sierra importante aquí viene a informar.
Ya conoces al Teletón. Tal vez has visitado alguno de nuestros 27 centros. O conoces a alguien a quien le cambió la vida con sus terapias. Quizás conozcas el Hospital Infantil Teletón de Oncología o alguna familia que encontró esperanza en este lugar. Nos conoces en cada espacio que ha cambiado para ser más accesible para todos. Contigo hemos logrado cambiar historias, deportes e incluso la manera en la que hablamos. Nos conoces porque juntos lo hemos cambiado todo. Y prepárate, porque todavía hay mucho más por cambiar.
¿Por qué conformarte con menos cuando puedes tenerlo todo? Deja de buscar. Torre Caribe es la mezcla perfecta de ubicación estratégica y hospitalidad de clase mundial. Quédate en el corazón de Cancún, disfruta de la cercanía a las mejores plazas, playas y vive la experiencia que solo un experto en Airbnb puede darte. Somos súper anfitriones porque amamos lo que hacemos y tú vas a amar quedarte con nosotros. Por eso aprovecha nuestros días increíbles de superprecios. ¿Qué esperas? Ubicación increíble, espacio genial, experiencia inolvidable. Torre Caribe es tu pase VIP al paraíso.
Invierte en tu futuro. Terrenos en venta con el clima perfecto, ubicados estratégicamente, con escritura pública. Disfruta del confort de vivir en un lugar tranquilo con acceso rápido a la ciudad. No esperes más, haz de tu sueño una realidad. En Inmobiliaria Roca, más que inmuebles, decisiones con valor. Invierte en tu futuro. Terrenos en venta con el clima perfecto, ubicados estratégicamente, con escritura pública. Disfruta del confort de vivir en un lugar tranquilo con acceso rápido a la ciudad. No esperes más, haz de tu sueño una realidad. En Inmobiliaria Roca, más que inmuebles, decisiones con valor. Invierte en tu futuro. Terrenos en venta con el clima perfecto, ubicados estratégicamente, con escritura pública. Disfruta del confort de vivir en un lugar tranquilo con acceso rápido a la ciudad. No esperes más, haz de tu sueño una realidad. En Inmobiliaria Roca, más que inmuebles, decisiones con valor. Invierte en tu futuro. Terrenos en venta con el clima perfecto, ubicados estratégicamente, con escritura pública. Disfruta del confort de vivir en un lugar tranquilo con acceso rápido a la ciudad. No esperes más, haz de tu sueño una realidad. En Inmobiliaria Roca, más que inmuebles, decisiones con valor. Invierte en tu futuro. Terrenos en venta con el clima perfecto, ubicados estratégicamente, con escritura pública. Disfruta del confort de vivir en un lugar tranquilo con acceso rápido a la ciudad. No esperes más, haz de tu sueño una realidad.
El Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines abre sus inscripciones para que estudies con nosotros, desde maternal, preescolar, primaria, secundaria y preparatoria, para que les des el futuro que merecen, ya que en el Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines formamos a tus hijos con educación de calidad, valores y acompañamiento integral. Inscríbelos y obtén el 15% de descuento en inscripción, válido del 1 al 28 de febrero. Invierte en su educación, invierte en su futuro. Agenda tu cita al 961 29 968 37 y al 961 26 993 61.
Instituto Hispano Jaime Sabines, formando valores para toda la vida. Los muebles que tú necesitas para escuelas, oficinas, laboratorios y comercios los encuentras en Giré Muebles. El mejor precio, servicio y calidad es nuestro distintivo. Cotice hoy mismo al 961 21 27 068, por WhatsApp al 961 279 41 68.
En este noticiero que sabe escuchar, desde la sierra llega el clamor, se alza la noticia como un tambor. montañas y ríos saben murmurar que lo importante aquí viene a informar.
Ya conoces al Teletón. Tal vez has visitado alguno de nuestros 27 centros. O conoces a alguien a quien le cambió la vida con sus terapias. Quizás conozcas el Hospital Infantil Teletón de Oncología o alguna familia que encontró esperanza en este lugar. Nos conoces en cada espacio que ha cambiado para ser más accesible para todos. Contigo hemos logrado cambiar historias, deportes e incluso la manera en la que hablamos. Nos conoces porque juntos lo hemos cambiado todo. Y prepárate, porque todavía hay mucho más por cambiar.
¿Por qué conformarte con menos cuando puedes tenerlo todo? Deja de buscar. Torre Caribe es la mezcla perfecta de ubicación estratégica y hospitalidad de clase mundial. Quédate en el corazón de Cancún. Disfruta de la cercanía a las mejores plazas.
And we're back and continue with international news. The leaders of the G7 countries, including US President Donald Trump, reaffirmed Tuesday their unwavering support for Ukraine in defending its territorial integrity and its right to exist, marking 4 years since the Russian invasion. In a joint statement, the head of governments of the United States, France, the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, Canada, and Japan expressed their backing for Trump's effort to advance a peace process and promote direct talks between the parties involved. The declaration, the first issued by the G7 of Ukraine since Trump's return to the White House in 2025, emphasized that Europe holds a leading role in this process, alongside other international partners. At the same time, around 30 leaders from countries alike with Ukraine urged Russia to set a full and unconditional ceasefire. In their statement, they point to the high human cost the war was imposed in Moscow, with nearly 500,000 victims over the past year, despite only minimal gains in the battlefield. According to the German government, leaders of the Coalition of the Willing held a video conference with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky, during which they reiterated their support and stressed the urgent need to bring the Russian offense to an end. And with more news, US President Donald Trump devoted part of his State of the Nation address delivered Tuesday to warn that Iran continued pursuing its sinister ambition to develop a nuclear weapon, and he assured that it will never be allowed. He recalled Operation Midnight Hammer, carried out in June 2025 against Iran nuclear facilities, and stated that Washington has already demonstrated its willingness to act. Trump emphasized that the United States currently maintains its largest military development around Iran since the Iraq War of 2003, and he reiterated that his preference is to resolve the conflict through diplomacy. Should he not rule out the use of force if negotiation fails? According to the president, Tehran is developing missiles capable of threatening Europe and US bases overseas and is working on projectiles that could reach American territory. Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi responded on social media that an agreement with Washington is within reach, provided that the diplomatic path is prioritized. Trump's speech, lasting 107 minutes, was the longest in history before a joint session of Congress. In it, he highlighted progress in security, migration, and the economy through the face sharp criticism from the Democratic opposition, which described the address as disillusional and disconnected from reality. The session was marked by protests, boos, and removal of lawmaker Ia Green after she displayed a sign condemning alleged racist remark contribute to the president. And with our last story of today, the United States Department of War announced Tuesday the interception of a 3 oil tanker in the Indian Ocean, accused of violating the blockade imposed on crude operations linked to the government of Venezuela and Cuba. According to official statement, U.S. forces carried out a boarding operation with an incident in the vessel Bertha, with the area of responsibility of the Indo-Pacific Command. He also known an incapable. The ship, sailing under the flag of the Cook Island, allegedly operated in defense of the maritime acquaintance established by President Donald Trump on sanctioned vessels on the Caribbean. The Berta is one of approximately 16 tankers under sanction that have attempted to evade the U.S. enforcement perimeter since December 2025, according to reports. The vessel adopted the alias ECTA and falsified the coordinates to simulate dislocation of the coast of Nigeria in an effort to bypass monitoring. This action represents the 10th interaction carried out by Washington since the launch of the so-called Operation Lanza del Sur, which enforced a maritime quarantine in sanctioned oil tankers entering or leaving Venezuela. With this operation, the United States reaffirms the pleasure strategy against the government of Venezuela and Cuba, extending its reach beyond the Caribbean and strengthening its presence in the international waters. And that concludes our international coverage for today. Thank you for staying with us here on ContraPeso Noticias. We appreciate your trust and your time. We will continue to bring you the most important story from Mexico and around the world with clarity, responsibility, and commitment to the truth. Have a great day, stay informed, and we look forward to see you again in our next broadcast. Remember, this is ContraPeso Noticias.